The San Francisco School Board has been at the center of several high-profile fights during the pandemic. One of them involved an effort to rename 44 schools, some of them bearing the names of the country's most revered presidents. Now the district is set to backtrack. Here's NBC Bay Area's Sergio Quintana.
The renaming panel proposed 44 schools should be renamed because of links to historic figures tied to oppression and racism. Those school names included Washington and even Abraham Lincoln High School. A group of that high school actually even filed suit.
But you can't just ignore people's attachments.
The lead attorney in the lawsuit, Paul Scott, says one issue is the community wasn't involved in the process.
This approach of basically, sort of suggesting that they have a corner on morality and dictating to everyone else, from the top down as to what should go on with their school. And that is not an acceptable approach.
On Tuesday, San Francisco Unified School Commissioners will vote on adopting a resolution to formally pause the renaming process. It follows guidance from a judge that avoids costly litigation, but takes issue with the lawsuit filed against them, calling it a transparent attempt to thwart a lawful and duly noticed action, and says commissioners are only voting on the resolution to avoid wasteful expenditures of public funds in frivolous litigation.
I think from my perspective as a parent,
parents watching this process say the whole issue continues to be a distraction when the real focus should be on getting kids into the classroom.
I think renaming is extremely important. I struggle, honestly, to deal with renaming while my children aren't in school right now, and I watch them struggle.
Parent Yvette Edwards tells me she's more concerned about the schedules she's going to have to balance because of a complicated back-to-school process.
It's a bit frustrating, unfortunately, because we are one of the sites where my fourth grader will only be going back for 2 days.
Adding to the tension of Tuesday's board meeting, it'll be the first since Commissioner Allison Collins was stripped of her vice president title because of tweets she sent that were racially charged in 2016 prior to her joining the board. And since she filed a lawsuit against her fellow commissioners for their decision. In San Francisco, Sergio Quintana, NBC Bay Area News.